quack, 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 quack. Well, katak has been the term we use to describe politicians, as some of them are just the living examples of disloyalty, greedy, opportunism. Well, I can go on and on. Imagine, from 1957 to 2018, we only had 6 different prime ministers. But from 2018 to 2022, we had 4. Well, it was a crazy time. Then in 2022, the anti-hopping law was introduced into the federal constitution to stop politicians from leaping from one party to another. It seems like a perfect solution, right? They cannot do that anymore. No more katak. So the anti-hopping law seems perfect. Okay, nothing happened. Everything good. Wow, not so fast. So recently, 6 MPs from Bersatu pledged their support for Anwar and the unity government, throwing us into a constitutional crisis. But Ikatan Nasional demanded them to be removed as MPs. But Johari Abdul, the Speaker of Parliament, said no, it wasn't against the anti-hopping law. Sounds very confusing, right? You might be thinking, well, isn't this the exact situation why we needed anti-hopping law in the first place, to prevent them from being in the political party and then in the middle you go and support another party? But keep watching and we will explain everything you have to know about anti-hopping law.
Hi guys, welcome to this new episode of The Debaters. I am Kuan Yu.
I'm Jason.
Now, if you have not subscribed to our channel, there's a conspiracy again today. The conspiracy says that if you subscribe to our channel today,
Malaysia boleh! Well, I know what you're thinking. Oh no, not another boring law lecture, but stick with me, okay? I promise this is more like a political drama.
Something, what you want? You nak gaduh dengan saya?
Like watching Inam Wong, then a boring classroom lesson. So before we make any comment, let's look at what the Constitution says. So the most important article of the Federal Constitution here is Article 49A, Sub 1, Sub A. Okay, I mean, you read that, I'm gonna put it on the screen. But basically it means that an MP will lose their seat in the parliament if 1. he resigns as a member of the political party, or 2. he ceases to be a member of the political party. Here is what it gets interesting. So recently, as I explained, 6 MPs from Bersatu declared their support for Anwar. Well, they had good reasons lah. They needed more money for their constituency to help the people, or maybe for their own pocket lah, we don't know. But after this declaration, Bersatu, their party said, you're not in Bersatu anymore because you support Anwar, we don't support Muhyiddin. Why? Do you think Anwar is better than Muhyiddin? But Muhyiddin, the big boss of Bersatu,
the Tailo?
Yeah, the Tailo of Bersatu said, wow, my silo, oh, don't listen to me. They go and support Anwar.
Who's your Tailo?
My Tailo, So-Ko. Muhyiddin even sent a letter to Johari Abdul, the Speaker of Parliament. He demanded Johari to empty those 6 seats, basically to remove their status as MPs and hold by-election in 21 days. How many elections do we need? For other countries, election is like a yearly routine. Maybe like every 5 years. Here is like monthly routine for the citizens. But anyways, Johari said, no, you little fella. It doesn't go against the anti-hopping law. They are still the MPs. So Johari said that seats will only become vacant if the MPs resign or are no longer members of Bersatu. But since they were kicked out by the party, not by their own choice, you only kick them out because they support Anwar lah. They didn't resign themselves. What? So what was the purpose of using anti-hopping law against them? It's not their fault. You kick them out. Why should I remove their status as MP? He support Anwar, what?
What? Well, I think it all depends on the interpretation of the Tuan Speaker itself. I think he aligns with my interpretation at least. I think that the word anti-hopping means you have to initiate the intention. Basically, you have to resign or you have to willingly cease to do that.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to this case, it's not like that. It's just more towards
it's not
them being
they
sacked.
voluntarily
Exactly.
resigned. They were kicked out.
But then obviously it's just the interpretation.
Yeah, so Johari refused the request of Muhyiddin. So he said that, well, since they were kicked out by yourself, it's not their own choice to resign. They still want they still want to remain in Bersatu, but they only support Anwar. Okay, so this situation didn't fit the criteria under anti-helping law. So
Conflict of interest.
So according to legal experts like Professor Dr. Shah Salim Farooqi from University Malaya.
Datuk Doctor.
Yeah, so respect. So he said for MPs to lose their membership, it must be because they did something wrong, like not paying fees, skipping meetings, or joining another party. But if they were expelled, as in if they were just kicked out by the party, then it's a different story.
But that's the question. Sorry, because
it's just not same as, you know, they simply resign or they just simply ceasing to be a member of Bersatu.
But that's the question. When it comes to being expelled, there must be grounds to expel anyways, what?
Yeah, which is, some people might argue that because they have done something, like for example, they have chosen to support Anwar, and that's the action that triggered Bersatu to expel them or to keep them out of the party. But Johari and the legal expert, that's not how they interpret the federal constitution. They say it must be some actions done by themselves. So by being expelled, it doesn't require the anti-hoping law to be enforced and to remove their status as MPs. So that must sound logical. So yeah, the interpretation of the constitution is really up for debate. But then this can be seen as a very, very big loophole of the anti-hoping law. So basically it means that as long as you don't resign from your own political party, there is no problem if you go and support another political party. It's like, I can't use anti-hoping law against you to empty your parliament seat. You can do whatever you want as long as you are in Bersatu, basically.
I have a suggestion.
What was that?
Just exercise what they do in the UK lah. When they do something that's in the eyes of the public, it seems like they're doing something wrong or something that's conflicting with their own party, and then pressurize them to resign instead of sacking them.
The problem is the politicians in Malaysia, they are built very differently. Their face is super thick, you know. No matter what you do to them, they will never resign. Yeah, I mean they are earning good money as MPs, so why would they want to resign?
Convention.
Yeah, that's the convention, but yeah, it's not a convention in Malaysia anyways.
Anyways, there's another point I want to raise. Because this is the first time we actually try to enforce anti-hopping law. Now this kind of issue will surely happen because our political parties, politicians, they're very smart one lah.
Hopefully they are.
Because they're very smart, it works both ways. They also know that someone will take advantage of this loophole, and then they just, you know, use this anti-hopping law, you know, the same way like how it is right now lah.
Yeah.
Like this time is Anwar, and then for DAP, UMNO, Bersatu, they had already foreseen this. So when the anti-hopping law introduced in 2022, they actually amended their own constitution to say that if you support another party, you're considered as resign. And this way, the anti-hopping law would kick in and they will lose their seat.
Yes, that's correct. But see, that's the constitution of each political party. And right now we have a situation where the federal constitution says one thing, but then the constitution of the political party says another thing. I mean, we are lawyers. We know when whatever law clashes with the federal constitution prevails because it's the highest law. So in the end, the interpretation of the federal constitution in this case mean those 6 MPs get to keep their seats. Does that mean the anti-hopping law is useless? And well, this is a super big loophole, you know. It means that whatever constitution amended by the political parties are useless because you can't just expel them, kick them out and say they have resigned and then I want to use anti-hopping law against you and then to remove you from MPs because that's already done. That's the interpretation, say that even if you kick them out from your own party, you can't use anti-hopping law against them.
I mean, you have to use it once or twice for it to be, you know, amended and stuff like that, but
yeah, but so definitely this is our very first time in the history of Malaysia to enforce this, and this is a super big loophole. As long as you don't resign, you can do anything you want, and we might be in the same position as before when anti-hoping law wasn't there. So since we have this big of a loophole in our federal constitution, what should we do? The simplest answer is to amend it again, obviously. So one possible amendment we can have is to specify in the constitution itself, like in what situation will an MP cease to be a member of the political party. So for example, it can say that, well, if an MP is expelled or kicked out by the party, then his parliament seat will be empty automatically. It might be that way. I mean, I don't see that as a good stuff, because basically if you put it that way, then you're giving too much power to the leaders of the political parties, because those are the people that actually set the directions of the whole party. So if they can be like, oh, I do this, I want to do this, I want to do that, if you don't follow me, I'm gonna kick you out, and then you will lose your seat as an MP. So it defeats the purpose of having the election.
And this is the thing that I want to mention. We normally vote the political party instead of voting for the individuals. Although I don't do that, I vote for the individuals.
But most of the people do that.
But yeah, most of the people just don't care who the person is, as long as he is from the party that you support, and you will vote for him no matter what. If the party has the power to expel the MP from the party and empty the parliament seat, that's what you just said just now.
Yeah.
Basically, the MPs will be, after all, a robot or a puppet lah, because they'll only follow the instructions of the party, what? Because they are scared that they will lose their parliament seats and they will be expelled, just like that.
Yeah.
And then one of the most powerful people like Anthony Locke or Zahid Hamidi, they can just say, if you don't follow my instructions, get out of my party. That's it. The MPs will lose their freedom. Infringement of ECHR.
Yeah, that doesn't apply to Malaysia. That doesn't apply to Malaysia.
That's true. But yeah, basically they don't have freedom to do what they can, what they can do right now, and they don't have the freedom to speak like how they can speak right now. So for example, if one of the MPs think that, oh, your idea is good, I want to support you, they cannot do that anymore.
Yeah, they cannot do that if that person, that idea is from the other party, who is like, oh, I'm gonna say no because I'm from a different party, no matter how good it is.
That's it.
It just doesn't sound right.
That's it. They cannot remain independent anymore. They cannot. In my view, it is very hard for them to serve the community and the citizens anymore, because they're just gonna be puppets.
Yeah,
robots.
That just defeats the whole purpose of having an election in the first place.
Exactly, and that's just not right.
Yeah. Viewers, what do you think? Do you think we should keep our constitution as what it is right now, even though we know there's a super big loophole there? Or do you want to amend the federal constitution to say that, well, if they get expelled, then they lose their parliament seat automatically? So let us know.
Not that we have a choice.
Yeah, so let us know in the comment section below, as this can be a very good topic to have a debate. So debaters, if you enjoyed the video, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Please do not forget to press the notification bell, ding, ding, so that you will not miss out on any of our future videos. So the debaters, stay curious, stay open-minded, and stay excited for our next video. See ya!